Welcome back to Shift Your Shit. My name is Marielle. As always, so grateful for you being here. If it's your first time listening or you've listened to all the things, again, I am just here as a remembrance of you at a soul level. And my work here is to remind you who you are so that you feel more freedom, more love, more possibility in your life, but truly in your vessel, which the word vessel has the word soul in it. There's no coincidence here. So let's get started today with activating you in deeper mind, body, soul, spirit, with the concept of the matrix of relationships. And relationships are to show you where you are no longer free and are ready to work through something, or where you are free and what you have done in your world, in your inner world, to shift and connect to someone in your out world of remembering who you are. So it's this beautiful dance that we get to entertain. And why this lens of this matrix of relationship, and why I say that, is there's no fear that needs to occur when you're relating. But so many people have a lot of fear around other people and connection. Because again, we were taught along the way that we need to be approved of people, or that we need to people please, or that other people hold us to be okay, or that we need to be okay. In order to be okay, other people have to like us, approve us, give us the A-okay on things. This is happening at a subconscious level because we, as a child, depended on other people for survival. There's a point in time where you grew up and you got car keys, maybe a license, you were able to go and do things and make your own choices, but at a subconscious level where all of us are that 7-year-old or a little kid in diapers still has that belief that I might be abandoned if I am not approved of people, or if someone is judging me, or if someone makes a comment about what I do or be. Judgment is such a deeper rooted fear for all of us. And so just to be able to hold some grace and tenderness and acceptance for that. But my mission here for you is to release the fear of that occurring, because that is a part of your freedom. If you truly didn't care what anybody else in the world thought but your own self, your own selves, you're invincible and so much more powerful than you can comprehend. And so thinking about if there's anybody in your day that you are relying on to feel a certain way or to feel okay, that is part of your work. That is part of the remembrance that you do not need that to be okay. So with the relationships and why they occur is to, again, awaken you to new versions of you, to the next version of you, to remind you who you really are. So they're gonna bring out things of your own subconscious, of your own remembrance, and we get to thank that. We get to thank the way that they trigger us, because really what's happening is they are showing us, again, where we're no longer free. They're showing us our fears. They're showing us where we're ready to up-level. And this is why a lot of relationships also shift, either completely out or just kind of change their own cadence with you in this world. Because as you're shifting, which I know if you're here, you are, and you're in the work, those relationships will change. They can't remain the same. And many times too, because of the fear, we want to hold on to them because it's what's familiar. Your subconscious mind loves familiar. Your ego loves familiar and wants to feed you those things that keep you safe and keep you in that cozy little couch with your blanket that you had since you were 5, because it feels comfortable. It feels safe and feels familiar. So when we know this, of course, when relationships change or they challenge us, we step out of the familiar. But here's the thing, is that that blanket that you had since you were 5, although it may be so sweet, you're missing out on that new blanket that's even more fluffy, and it's even bigger, and it has even better material and fabric, because you're holding on to that old blanket. And that can be like relationships, where it's hard to do at the first start. Just like, again, if you were to remove that blanket from the couch for a moment, maybe even feel a little bit chilly as you are replacing it. But when you get that new one, that's even better. That's when you see that it was the right choice for you. But you don't know until you take that leap. Every relationship that shifts is just an up level for you. Think about the next level of the video game or the next grade. You would not want to stay in third grade your whole life. Although it would be really comfortable, you would know the teacher, you would know the students in the room. That's holding onto the blanket. Versus going on to fourth, or maybe even skipping a few grades, going on to fifth or sixth, and you get to experience, although the unknown and the mystery, but the excitement of what newness is to come. That is the journey, to notice when I'm staying in a grade level that I've been staying in for far too long, or a blanket that I've been holding on to far too long, and deciding I'm taking the leap to a better version of me. And that comes with removing things that no longer serve this version of you. I always love to share with people that I work with to take something out of the equation, even in your own home or your car. It can be a piece of clothing that realizing that's not who you are anymore. Or it could be an object, an item. It seems so little, but it's actually pretty significant, because as we remove something, we clear up space for something new to come. As you declutter your space, but really your mind, there's more room to come. And that's what's so beautiful about relationships, is that when you do release ones that no longer serve this version of you, better ones come that are more aligned to this version of you. Because every soul here comes to also help remind other souls. And really hear this today. They all are brought here. Every person you interact with was brought here to be a teacher to you in some way. And that's why we don't fear it. We embrace. What are they here to teach me about me? What am I making it mean that they do this thing or act this way? It's not them. It's ourselves. If you feel like they're judging you, where am I judging myself? Feel like they're getting angry at you, where am I being angry at myself? These are things we get to untangle and clear and shift. And we get to thank them. The people that cause you the most friction and that trigger you the most are your best friends at soul level, because they want for you to feel your freedom of you. And that's just how it's disguised in this human experience. So think of someone right now that's challenging you and thank them. And also, back to the first point, they are not part of your okayness. You don't need their approval to be okay. You actually don't need anything from anyone. And when you can really, at a soul level, be that in that space in this human experience, there is no fear. The fear is, again, that fear of abandonment, and that if I didn't have that connection with someone or need something from them, I would not be whole and complete. But you are. These are all just teachers of you. So we'll end with an activation meditation. So if you are in a place to do so, you can close the eyes and soften the gaze, or return to it when you can. And taking a big deep breath in, exhale, and inviting this new version of you that does not rely on anyone for your happiness, for they do not contain any of that for you. They are just teachers of you, brought here to remind you, brought here to bring you closer, to the connection of you. And stating in the mind or out loud, I release the judgment of others. I release the fear of relationship shifting, changing, leaving. I thank all that have come and all that are coming. I thank the triggers that these people show in me. I thank all the up-leveling I'm doing with each video game level, each grade level that I have shifted. And I celebrate right now all the grade levels and video game levels I have overcome, I have graduated from. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of bravery. And I know that if you're here listening to this, you are incredibly brave, incredibly courageous, and that no person has power over you. You don't need anything from anyone. And as you hear this, you are more connected to yourself and your cells than you have ever been before. There are no failures. There is only teaching. You are no lack. You are only remembering. And today, and this version of you now, releasing the fears of abandonment, the fears of not being liked, the fears of feeling alone. Because you're never alone. We're all one. And the more that you are true to you and you hear the whispers of the mind, body, soul, spirit, the more free, clear that you get to be here. And closing off with sending a white golden light to all the teachers that you have had and all that are coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I asked for this so that I can continue to connect to my soul. Every teacher, every trigger, I thank you. And one more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, releasing any remnants of these versions of you that held on to people and their approval. The only approval that matters is you and your light. And just see this light energy around you growing bigger and bigger even now. Thanking it as it's growing beyond your capacity to understand the love that you are. The amount of I got me that you now have access to. And again, maybe saying out louder to the mind, I got me. I got me. Repeating it, maybe making it a song and dancing along with it. How and where were we taught that we can trust ourselves, that we have inner knowing? You get to be a teacher to you right now. What do you need to hear right now? What is 7-year-old wanting to tell you right now? What is soul you that was not in a body yet and in this world yet, wanting to tell you right now. That's the only relationship that truly matters, and the rest is just the cherry on top. Here we embrace the new blankets. Here we embrace the new grade levels. Here we embrace the new video game up level. And so it is, and so it is. May you bring a light smile to the face. And I invite you today, what's one thing you're going to get rid of? Donate, sell, re-gift that no longer can fit into this vessel of you now as we grow it together. To again continue to remind us of our aliveness. I am so grateful for you, for being here for you. You are love, you are light, you are abundant, and all the rest is just the programs and conditionings. We feed the possibilities and we release the fears here. You got this, and I will see you next time.